Look online right now, and you'll see a flood of videos promising effortless, push-button wealth. Just plug a prompt into an AI, sit back, and watch the passive income fall from the sky. But if we look past the hype, we have to ask, are these AI side hustles actually printing free money? Or are they just traditional freelance jobs repackaged with new software? Claude functions as a speed multiplier. It doesn't find the money for you. It simply compresses the time it takes to produce the work. You are still 100% responsible for the business. You have to go out and find the clients, manage the relationship, and guarantee that the final deliverable actually makes sense. To figure out if these opportunities are actually viable, we need to strip away the marketing and compare the promise of AI income against the actual practice of running these services. The pitch is always a straight line. Press a button, get paid.
The reality involves a dense sequence of steps, from learning how to structure a prompt to pitching a business, building out the workflow, and thoroughly checking the output. This sequence isn't optional. Whether you are generating social media captions or building complex workflows, this is the strict operational path you have to walk for every single AI side hustle. Building leverage with AI involves moving your effort upstream. You are trading the hours spent on manual execution for the high-level friction of building systems and acquiring clients. Let's map these business models based on startup friction versus actual automation. Down in the lower left corner is content writing and social media. You save a client's brand voice and tone into Claude, then use it to generate bulk blog posts and captions. The math works in your favor on the production side. What used to take a full week of manual copywriting now takes a few hours, opening up your schedule to stack multiple clients on monthly retainers. But there is a massive trade-off. Because you are generating text at scale, you're locked into a relentless cycle of manual fact-checking, editing, and refining. If you skip that step and send a raw AI draft, they will spot the generic tone. You lose their trust, and you lose the retainer. Content generation gets you through the door with the lowest barrier to entry, but that constant demand for human quality control means this model will never be a truly scalable, hands-off system. In the exact center of this map, we find visual design services. Instead of spending hours adjusting layers, your operational input shifts to advanced prompt engineering, guiding Claude to generate the visual assets. This removes the technical bottleneck. You can offer high-paying creative services without knowing how to draw a single vector, allowing you to focus entirely on the client's high-level strategy. The limitation is precision. By stepping away from manual software tools, you lose the ability to make deep, pixel-perfect customizations on the fly. Because you can't easily tweak a design by hand, your success depends on your upfront communication. You have to extract exact, unambiguous requirements from your client before you ever type a prompt. You are effectively upgrading yourself from a manual pixel pusher to an art director. You skip the technical execution, but you take on the much harder job of managing strategic client expectations. Finally, we reach the high-ticket tier. In the top right is automation consulting. You audit complex B2B workflows, then program Claude to execute those repetitive tasks. Once running, you've created a passive, high-ticket monthly retainer, as the client's operations rely entirely on your custom system. But the friction here is severe. You have to overcome a steep technical learning curve, and more importantly, you have to convince established businesses to trust an AI with their sensitive internal data. If we look at the upper left quadrant, we find corporate workshops. Here, you master Claude's capabilities and package that knowledge into specific training modules for marketing or HR teams. Workshops generate substantial lump sum payouts, but they require immense, active human effort. You have to stand in front of a room, speak publicly, and constantly update your curriculum every time the technology changes. The highest-paying AI business models are the furthest thing from lazy. They demand intense upfront sales skills and significant technical friction to achieve massive scale. The reality check is that the lazy part of an AI business only arrives after months of very active work. It happens long after you've built a portfolio, executed free projects to gather testimonials, and invested your own money in paid professional plans. To see where to start, map your skills to 3 distinct starting points. 0 clients, you're the hustler. Start with content writing to learn relationships. Avoid pitching automation. Already established? You're the freelancer. Pitch automation consulting to stop trading hours for dollars. Do not attempt to jump straight to the highest paying tiers if you haven't proven your ability to secure a single paying client for a basic service. AI is strictly a multiplier. If your underlying business fundamentals, your sales strategy, your quality control, and your communication are at zero, AI will only multiply that zero faster. Master the business first, then use Claude to scale it.